Ironwood Games. This is Andrew. Welcome back to our Crimson Vow quick draft. We're going to start game 4. We're up 2 games, 1 loss. And let's see if we can grab another win. Here, so if you've watched the other ones, you know what we've got. We're playing a black-green deck. I don't know really that it has any archetype other than good creatures try and outvalue our opponent on the creatures, and or cheat some big things in off our Piper. We have yet to do that, but I think we have a solid deck with a decent curve, some good plans, and make good plays, and you know, we go from there. So if we draw a 2-drop, we can do that, but having a 3 here on this Desperate Farmer I really do like is good. I'd like a 4-drop or something else. Witch's Web is okay. I'm not going to use it here to trade. I want to keep it, no attacks, to protect something, because I don't want to really use it as removal here. In that, more than likely, yeah, the Biolume Egg is interesting. It'll come back as a as a 4/4. This seems like a good deck so far for my opponent. I don't like what I'm seeing. I think they should attack with the 1/3. But the fact that they didn't, I guess I'm holding up a land, so they could be cautious. On that, no attacks. So we did draw the 5th land. We don't have anything to play next turn, so I would like to draw something. We could draw 2, 3, or a 4-mana card. That's actually a pretty good combo. And now we're not really in a good spot. Our opponent has a good blue-black exploit type deck, it looks like, and we do not. So because I want this to transform, I could attack with my Persistent Specimen, thinking my opponent might not realize and block. But if they block with a 4/4, I can't. I mean, I can trade it with the Witch's Web. More than likely, they don't block with the 4/4 and they just take the 1 damage. And then I don't get the transformation. So I'd rather let my opponent attack and get to choose the blocks. Or keep my opponent from attacking if they're afraid of this transforming. So here is the question. Pass to blockers. Do we block here and trade our opponent? Yeah, I think we do attempt to do that. And trade. We'll get the trigger on the flip. It's like our opponent could have like counter or something. But I think getting the 4/3 lifelink is good. Yeah, you can exile that. That's fine. I mean, It's a decent thing to exile. I am considering exiling your thing. I'm not going to attack. I'm not really excited about the board state right now. My opponent getting a Lantern Bearer seems pretty good. They've got 2 Lantern Bearers. Seems even better. We will exile your egg just because we can. So, because our opponent just has so many things, I think at this point, we're just going to play it out and not exploit. Because we just need the body. Our opponent has a death touch, so I don't really want to attack in. I would like to be able to control what gets put where. Our opponent has played everything out except for his 1 card, so it's not bad. Yeah, Lantern Bearers are going to cause us problems. If we could get rid of the Scavenger, it'd be decent. We could then start attacking, because I don't mind getting like a 2-for-1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will put a forest out. We could play Millipede, even though we get no guaranteed value off of it, and just a 2/2 seems bad. But I think we just have to. We just need to get more stuff on the board. Or we hit 2 lands off of it, which is also fine, to get those off the top. So, and then we at least get a 3/3. I don't... So I'm worried if we don't start being aggressive, we will die to these Lantern Bearers. But I think outside of the air, we have pretty good board on the ground, and attacking would be wrong in other situations. So I think we have time to deal. Also, killing these Lantern Bearers lets them put something else in the air. And so they might be willing to trade those off. They probably want to try and exploit them for something. Yeah, Grizzly Ritual is good. So maybe we should have been aggressive on that last turn. I want to put it here because they already likely want to get rid of my Death Toucher. And now we are going to be aggressive. Be aggressive. 4/3. Yeah, I want to get rid of the actual creature. Which unfortunately lets my opponent clear my board. But what can you do? We have drawn more lands than we need. And we've dumped a couple of lands as well. We'll pass the blockers. We'll take the damage here. And at this point, hope to draw some good stuff. We just need to get some good draws. And that will give us something. Next. End turn. The Lantern Bears are still pretty bad. That's really friggin' annoying. For them to get 6 more damage, put us to 6. But they've got a good deck. They've drawn well. We're gonna have the Blood Token. Bloodsworn Squire is okay. Sure, we'll exile another thing. I don't know that there's really any value in all of that, but we are so close to dead. That it's really depressing. Because we can eat here, we take 4, go to 2, and then we're dead to both these Lantern Bearers. I need to keep, so if they like exploit a Lantern Bearer and then they want to disturb it, yeah, and that gets rid of my indestructible. That gets around my indestructible. Which is so annoying. So, yeah, I think we're dead. Alright, second loss here. They got all the synergies, all the removal, kept us off our game. Alright. Yeah, like I said, I don't know that our deck has really like synergies or a strategy. So much as try and have better creatures than our opponent and just commit stuff to the board. And so when we don't draw well, when we don't get those, then it definitely, we have kind of a lopsided game. But we have like decent things we can do. Yeah, this guy I think is lackluster. But I'm not going to mulligan a 3, 4, 5. Even if it's not great. It's not what I love. I think being able to for sure put down 2 creatures. Okay, we are drawing plenty of cards of land. We don't need more land. Alright, the Blood Token does give us an option. We can, like, Honored Heirloom. And discard a land. So the 2/3... but because of that, we do want to play Bloodsworn Squire. It will, no attacks. It will blank the Kindly Ancestor. Distracting Geist, very, very good. Attack trigger taps are good. Luckily, it's a 2/1, so we would die to the Gluttonous Guest. we could control in that sense. Question is, what do we want? Are we attacking? I don't think we are. Are we putting down heirloom? No, I think we are building the board though. I will play a forest, so we have the ability to discard to keep him safe. End turn. I might discard the Millipede. Paying 5 mana for a 2/2 is just bad. 5 mana for a 3/3, also not great. Yeah, so assuming you tap down my 3/3, resolve that, that's fine. Pass to blockers. We attempt to block like this. Do you have a pump, a way to... If you could pump both of them, you blow us out. And so I think we'll just have the one blocker. That way you don't get your choice. Don't mind on the life touch. Yeah, do we... I don't think we need to get rid of the blood token right now. The question is, do we want to do the training? And we kind of do. Because that is 5 damage. Again, they can have destroy, retribution or whatever is destroy attacking creature, which we can get indestructible, so then they're best off killing this guy. Yeah. And that's fine. I think it puts pressure on them. And we will play Honored Heirloom just to play it out. Gives us access to more mana. We still have pieces. And the Millipede now is for sure a 3/3. Ooh, if you would gain life, gain that much life plus 1. And that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Not having flying is definitely a weakness of this deck. No blocks. Pass the turn. As we've seen previously. I still don't think we need to do that. I think we put the armor here. They're tapped out. So we go next. We would like to be able to kill this Heron. They're gaining 4 life to 6, doing 4. It just doesn't seem... if they just pay here and just gain a bunch of life, we're going to lose. So we do need to keep up a blocker to be able to snag that out, because they're 4 points of damage swing even with just the heron in the air. Man, I feel like our opponent has just so many cards and so many options, and we're just running light. That's okay. I do need to... Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, oh, also they gain extra life off the stupid heron. So it's actually a 5-point swing. Yeah, which is just gonna make it a problem. So we're gonna get rid of that so they can't do the disturb. Witch's Web is great, because we'll get reach to kill a creature. We're not winning the race here in any way. So... next, no attacks. I think we'll just keep everything up and see what our opponent does. Yeah, give it lifelink. Pass to attackers. Pass to blockers. Block. Yeah, you already gave it lifelink, though. Cool. Alright, and because we can, we'll exile it. Alright, we might be starting to turn the tide here. Unfortunately, our opponent... Oh. I don't know what our opponent had, but they decided that we did, in fact, turn the tide. Cool. We'll take it. So we got our third win. We're still sitting on 1 loss. No, I'm sorry, we're sitting on 2 losses. That was game 5 then. Let's go for another one. Yikyo. That's our opponent. Alright. This is the case where we have all the cards and we're going to keep it, and then we're not going to draw any lands. So let's find out. Let's see what happens. We've been drawing plenty of lands, so again, we just need to draw 1 land in our first 3 turns, and we'll be okay. So we have 3 chances to draw land. Axong Pup is decent. And yeah, so far we haven't done it. That's alright. Based on the current thing, if our opponent doesn't play anything and offers the trade, we're gonna... That Packsong Pup can get out of control. We are gonna trade. Oh, okay. Ooh, you got me. Yeah, and there we go. We didn't draw the land. So our opponent also might be stuck on land. There we go. Okay. Which at least is a little bit refreshing. Alright, we hit our land, they hit their land. They've missed 2 land drops, because this is turn 5. Oh, nice. Okay, so you probably give your efficient death touch. I will not block it then. I'll just take the 1. So now we've missed another land drop. No attacks. I'd like to be able to kill both of these things. If they put down another wolf or something, we might, or depending on that. Yeah, that's fine. I don't know if I want to trade. No blocks. I've got the bleed dry. So, we are neither one doing great on lands, which has at least made it an interesting, no attacks, game so far. But every turn that passes seems like bad. We do have more cards than our opponent. We might survey next turn, just given what all we have. Yeah, we're happy to do that. We'll take the 3. Because it will die to the death touch and then flip both of our farmers, which will start to gain us our life back. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's like, I mean, that's good for you. This is just really, really bad. Because another, like, fight... Alright, I think at 4, we're happy to take the trade, and we just need to gain the life and not let our opponent have a big creature. And here I do have to... I don't even know what to discard. I mean, I guess we have to... I hate to do that because it does gain us life and get us back in the game. So if we draw 4, we have so many 4s, I don't think we'll play the Socialite. Because when we do draw those lands, this Hunter, if we can draw 2 4s, does gain us some life, which could be at least 4 life and decent. Okay, we're still doing okay. That Bramble Armor is going to be a problem. We don't have a way to protect our Bloodsworn Squire. We don't really want to take another 4. I think we still have to play this. Next turn, if we don't draw a land, we can play Honored Heirloom and have up enough. Yeah, we're not going to block. We've got to take the 4. We can't just throw this away to an indestructible. If we could indestructible trade, you know, like bounce, maybe. I mean, the Honored Heirloom might also just be worth throwing away if we do get a land. I really don't know, because we needed something to discard. Tap it. So if we could set up a blocks, make it indestructible. Yeah, I think that's in turn the best plan. Okay, our opponent's got his 50s. Our opponent has the advantage of having 2 colors, which is one of the things I will say the Honored Heirloom would give us that other color, which would let us start doing other things. We'll see. I don't know what we'll sack. Yeah, equipping that seems good. Pass 2 attackers. By good, I mean good for us because we have Bleed Dry. Yeah, Resolve. Please make it indestructible. Perfect. Gonna bleed this thing dry. And then we're gonna block here. Sure, you can have a life. We'll play Ragged Recluse because now if we discard to save it, although we could play, I think we just play it out at this point. I don't think our opponent has much. We did take over the board state here. Eventually we will draw into some green, and now 1 forest lets us play the lumber, or the hunter. We can play the lumber knot next turn. We can play cartographer's survey. We can play grizzly ritual. We've got options. Killing off, especially if it's a decent creature, and the blood tokens let us flip our recluse. So we'll see. This has been an interesting... oh yeah, can't attack or block. Cool. And then our opponent decided they weren't going to have it. Okay, cool. It was definitely an interesting game with us both being behind on mana. And I don't mind that, again, where it's kind of even, because then you get to make decisions and think about what to do. I don't know that I played that well. I think it's very likely I made some mistakes on it. So definitely feel free if you think, especially in the last game, if you think there's something I could have done differently, if I played the heirloom out sooner to get that ancient out, or something. Yeah, let me know in the comments. I guess that was game 6, 4 wins to 2 losses. So hopefully we can get a few more in the next set. So check out the next video. All right, see you guys.